Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. This is Drogs from Fully Painted Miniatures, and today I'm going to be going up against Olgamore. Hollow Crown. Regular difficulty with randomizers with Olgamore and Mazahadran. This is going to be my 11th attempt. Done about 5 in a row, I think, with Olgamore and Maza. But the last one was really close. A different shuffle could have won me that game. Probably at a couple different points, so just kind of get right into it. If you've been following around, so we're getting Frozen Magmite and Scoria Slag as my cheaper gemstone cards, and now I'm gonna shuffle one of the more expensive ones. I'm not looking, I don't know which one is which. I don't think I've even gotten that one yet, so that's pretty cool. So we get the Frozen Magmite, 3 cost, gain 2 Aether. You may place the next card you gain on top of your deck. Scoria Slag, this one's really nice. Gain 2 Aether. If Nemesis is tier 2 or higher, gain an additional once, becomes a 3 Aether generating card, which is very good. Radic Ingot, 5 cost, gain 2 Aether. Gain an additional 2 Aether if there is at least one Nemesis turn order card in the discard pile. Okay. So that's a 2 or a 4. Maybe I have seen that one. I feel like I've read that, but I don't think I've played it yet. This one is the other one, Dread Diamond, I haven't actually seen yet for some reason. Just bad shuffles, I don't know. Sorry if I feel a little out of it. I don't know why I do this myself, but just saw some news about my ex that was kind of hurtful. It's disappointing. Literally right, I don't know why I even looked, but I saw that right before I recorded this video, so it's all good. Okay. I really hope I win this time. I don't actually think Hollow Crown is that difficult. I really don't. I just think he's very difficult with randomizers. He's a specific nemesis. He requires a specific strategy. I don't expect it to take me a dozen tries when I go up against him on the expert difficulty, and that's because I'm going to pick all my cards. And yeah, he's tough. He's tough for sure. His increased difficulty rules are very tough, so we'll see how that goes. But I do think he is one of the hardest ones I've faced if you're using random cards. Alright, so we get Mage's Totem, 2 costs, destroy a gem or relic you play this turn, or destroy this, Grateful gains 1 life. And Carrying Compass, 4 costs, now they may prep a spell in their discard to pile to their open or closed breaches. Okay. So it's like a weaker version of the Vortex Gauntlet. It's still really good. And that gives us, Mage's Totem is going to give us the ability to at least get rid of our starting gems, if nothing else. Alright. And then for relics, I'm going to take 3 of the low to mid cost cards, and then 1 high cost. Yeah, so Olgamore's special ability is Eidolon Shroud. For 6 charges, he gains 6 life. If he's exhausted, he can heal his ally by 5 instead. And then his unique card is Coal Shard. He pays 2 life, and it grants him 3 Aether and a charge. And then Maza's unique ability costs 4 charges, and he may gain a gem that costs 4 or less. So Frozen Magmite or Scoria Slag in this case. And he heals Grateful by 4. Very cool. And then his unique card is World Heart Shard. It acts like a crystal, generates 1 Aether, or it generates 2, but the next card you gain goes to your ally instead of himself. So that's why he has the ability to generate extra cards. Okay. We get Prophetic Surge, Lightning, and Celestial Spire. Okay. Not terrible. Oh, I should go through them. I'll get the fourth one, and then we'll go through it. Yeah, so I almost won last game. I was able to kind of do everything. I was able to get plenty of economy, plenty of charge generation. I was able to get both their abilities off, so I was able to heal, and I was able to heal Greyfold. Almost made it to the end of the Nemesis deck, actually. There's only, I think, 2 or 3 cards left. And I had plenty of spells, and I was able to get rid of all their starter cards. Not plenty of spells, a decent amount of spells. The only weakness and I still lost. The only thing I wasn't really doing is it wasn't quite enough damage. I did get my breaches open, but not till later. And I relied a lot on Pyrotechnic Surge, which is a great spell, does decent damage, but it does take up 2 slots. So it's not the most efficient if you're not opening up all your breaches. So I could have done more damage. All right, reduce to ash. Cool. That's a pretty good setup. So we get Jagged Lightning, 4 cost, deal 3 damage. You may discard a card in your hand. If you do, any player focuses their breach with the lowest focus cost. Pyrotechnic Surge, 4 cost, cast those 4 damage. It takes up 2 breaches fully. And when you cast, you may destroy a card in your discard pile. That's a really good destruction because you can dig through. And then Celestial Spire, 5 cost. I love this card. Deals 3 damage. If this card's supply pile is empty, an ally draws a card. And reduce to ash. At the start, while prepped, at the start of your casting phase, reveal the top card of your deck. You may destroy the revealed card and cast, deal 4 damage. So not too shabby. Pretty happy with that. Probably wouldn't be what I would pick if I was hand picking my cards, but not bad at all, honestly. I probably would have Celestial Spire for the extra card draw. I would probably just... I don't really need Reduce to Ash and Pyrotechnic Surge. Kind of pick one of them. So I would go with something a little higher damage probably than Reduce to Ash. Okay, we're going to get started. Okay, Ogamore is going to start. So he's going to activate Cold Shard, pay 2 life, go from 10 to 8, gain a charge and 3 Aether, which leaves him with 5. So he will focus his second breach. He will prep 2 Sparks, and he will purchase a Frozen Magmite. You know what? I take that back. He does not focus that breach. He just purchases an Erratic Ingot. Now I can put that right next to the Cold Shard. Nemesis' turn. And we draw Howling Spinners, 5 life. Any player suffers 2 damage. Alright. We get Mazo. He will pay 3 to open his second breach. And he will prep those Sparks. Nemesis is going to go, and it's going to do 2 damage to Ogamore. And then draws Catacomb Drone. Persistent Unleash, Greyfold suffers 1 damage. Howling Spinners, persistent, any player suffers 2 damage. So that's fun. Maza's going to cast both Sparks on Howling Spinners. Bring in 3. So then prep 1 Spark, and then for 4, we'll purchase a Jagged Lightning. Ogre is going to cast 1 spark, 1 damage to the Howling Spinner. Prep a spark. And purchase a Frozen Magmite. Definitely not my best first round. Just kind of weird luck there. Getting those minions, and it wouldn't surprise me at all if Third Launch comes out. Although in a lot of ways I'd rather get minions than unleashes. Okay, we get Maza. He's going to cast 1 spark, 1 damage to Howling Spinner, prep 2 sparks, and then he's going to pay 4 and take a Scoria Slag to Ogre. Nemesis. Okay, so 2 damage to Ogre, which leaves him with 4 life. Grateful takes 1 damage from Catacomb Drone, brings us to 29. And then we get Beseech. Place the Acolyte in play with the lowest life on the bottom of the Acolyte deck. Draw an Acolyte, Unleash. They both have 11, so I get to choose. We're going to have Solara. No, Pergax. It's going to go on the bottom. Solara's actually not that bad. Okay. Got enough. Kalas. Grateful it suffers 3 damage. Brings us to 26. Enough. Kalas takes 1. I'm not sure if I can see this. And we get Ogre. He's going to cast Spark to kill the Howling Spinner. Take him out of play. He will activate Cold Shard. He will lose 2 more life. He will gain a charge, 3 Aether. There is already a Nemesis card in there, so Erratic Ingot is worth 4. So that's 7, 8 Aether, which is actually enough to activate his special ability. So I guess I'm going to do that. So I will pay the 8. And he will restore 6 life, and he will jump back up to 8. From 2 to 8. And then I will prep 1 spark. So this is not recommended. Like, I am not playing this correctly at all with him, because I'm basically only drawing 4 cards every turn. So that's not how you want to be doing this. All right, do have Maza. We're going to pay 2 damage to the Catacomb Drone. Brings him from 5 to 3. We're then going to prep Jagged Lightning, and has 4 remaining. And he will purchase another Jagged Lightning. Get Ogre. Pay 1, do 1 damage to Catacomb, or cast 1 spark, 1 damage to Catacomb Drone, brings him from 3 to 2. And then I'm going to generate 4 Aether, which is enough to open up my second breach. Finally, and prep 2 sparks. Oh, I did that wrong last time. Catacomb Drone is an Unleash and Gravefold suffers 1 damage. I just saw the Gravefold suffers 1 damage, so I missed that on the previous turn. Sorry about that, guys. So this Unleash is going to make any player discard 2 cards. So we will discard these 2 Sparks from Maza, and then Nafkalis takes 3 damage, going from 11 to 8. Then it does 1 damage to Gravefold, bring us from 26 to 25. And then we draw. Resolve the blood magic effect of each Alkalite in play without either of them suffering damage. Okay. So we discard Spark and a Crystal for Ogmore. He does not take damage. And then 3 more damage to Gravefold, 25 to 22. Feeling a little out of it today. Hopefully I can come back. The Jagged Lightnings of Maza are pretty good. It's going to help him get his breaches open. Get some firepower. So I'm going to try to focus with the gems on Ogmore and spells on Maza. Ogmore, only one of them needs a strong economy. To be able to cancel the effects of cards, so it's much easier for that to be Ogmore. Helps him generate his special ability, and then Maza can make up for it with because for 4 charges, which is 8 Aether, he can purchase a Scoria Slag, which it generates 3. So he can, while he heals Gravefold, so he'll be all right. Nemesis first, so that's an Unleash. So Nafkalis does another 3 damage to Gravefold, brings it to 19. And he takes 1 damage, so he goes from 10 to 9. And then Gravefold takes another 1 point of damage, goes to 18. Then we draw. Throne Watch, persistent. Resolve the blood magic effect of the Acolyte with the lowest life, and then the Acolyte takes 1 damage. Okay. So now we Unleash again. So that is Nafkalis again, doing 3 damage to Gravefold, brings us to 15, and takes 1 damage. Then Gravefold takes another point of damage from Catacomb Drone. Then Throne Watch activates. They are now at tied. Man. I'm going to have Nafkalis go again, do another 3 damage to Gravefold. But he takes 2 damage, 1 from his own ability and 1 from Throne Watch. And then we draw. Unleash. So that is Solara. Any player discards 2 cards. Damn. And then he takes 3 damage, going from 8 to 5. So I discarded 2 crystals with Maza. So his entire hand is just a single World Heart Shard. Okay, now so due to the effects of this card, reveal the top card of the turn order deck. It's 2. That player takes 2 damage. So Maza goes from 10 to 8. There's no way for him to heal in this game. Okay. But at least the next 4 activations are all my players. Okay. Maza's turn. Wow. How awful was that? I'm going to cast Jagged Lightning for 3 damage, killing Catacomb Drone. And that's going to focus his 3rd breach by discarding the World Heart Shard. I was actually planning on getting a Mage's Totem and giving it to Ogamore, but it's fine. All right, good to go again. Prep Jagged Lightning and Spark. And for 3 Aether, he purchases a Frozen Magmite. Okay. Ogamore's turn, he's going to hold on to those, I guess. Erratic Ingot is worth 4. Scoria Slag is still worth 2, so that's 7 Aether. He's going to buy a Reduced Ash. This again. I'm going to cast Spark, do 1 damage to Thermal Launch, prep Spark. Cold Shard will do 2 damage, bringing me for 8 to 6, generating a charge. So it's 3 Aether. So 4, 5, 7 Aether again. And I will buy the Reduced Ash, and it goes on top of my deck due to the Frozen Magmite. Not too shabby. So 2 Reduced Ashes for Ogamore, 2 Reduced Jagged Lightnings for Maza. Can kind of ignore the relics for this. The relics I got here really aren't particularly good. Cairn Compass might be good later. Yeah. Probably want to flip it around, so get Ogamore 2 more Jagged Lightnings, get Maza 2 more Reduced to Ashes, and split up all the Celestial Spires between the 3 of them. So I'll probably want all of those divided up between 2 of them. Okay, so we will cast both Sparks, do 2 damage to Throne Watch, drops them to 3. We will then prep to both Reduce to Ashes. And then for 2, we will purchase a Mage's Totem. And then draw 4. Let's go again. Very cool. Okay. While prepped at the start of your casting phase, reveal the top card of your deck. Frozen Magmite. I will not destroy that for either of them. But I will cast 1 Reduced Ash. And that will kill Throne Launch. The other one I will leave up for now. I will prep Spark, and then I generate 2, 4, 5 Aether. I'm purchasing another Erratic Ingot. And we do get Maza. Very cool. We will cast both the Jagged Lightning and the Spark. And we're going to do 4 damage to Navkalis, which brings him to 2. We'll also discard a Spark to focus his 3rd breach. Prep Spark, and for 3, he will purchase a Frozen Magmite. Okay, Nemesis' turn. Morbid Gyre, discard, spend 7 Aether, power 1, unleash twice. Players collectively discard 3 cards in hand. And we do get a chance. Okay. We are going to prep Jagged Lightning. That's worth 3, 5 Aether, which is not enough to discard Morbid Gyre, or 6 if I want to give the next card to Ogama. I will just take the 5, I think, 2, 4, 5, and purchase Celestial Spire, which will go on top. This deck. Due to the Frozen Magmite. Okay, Nemesis. So Morbid Gyre is going to go off, unleash twice. So Solara is going to force any player to discard 2 cards. Boom. 2 sparks. He takes 3 damage. Drops to 2. Then Nafkalis is going to do 3 damage to Gravehold. Brings us from 11 to 8 and takes 1 damage. And then players collectively discard 3 cards. So Spark from Ogama, as well as Crystal. No. As well as 2 crystals from Ogama. So I definitely need to start healing Gravehold. All right. We are going to cast both Spark and Jagged Lightning, and we will, which is enough to kill both Nafkalis and Solara. So they both become exhausted. Then we bring out 2 new Acolytes. We get Holdoran. 2 different players each suffer 1 damage, and Trag, Eldritch Trag. Any player takes 2 damage. If that player has 5 life or less, this minion takes 2. Alright, I also will discard this crystal to open up Maz's 3rd Breach, and then prep Jagged Lightning and Celestial Spire. Okay. Ogama's turn. He gets to start by revealing top card of his deck to reduce to ash. It is a Spark. I will destroy that. I think I'll hold on there. He will activate Cold Shard. He will drop from 6 life to 4. It gives him another charge, as well as an additional 3 Aether, which along with his Magmite is 5, which is enough to purchase a Celestial Spire, which also will go on top of his deck. Okay, he gets to go again. Reduce to Ash ability activates. Reduce to Ash is there, so we will not be doing that. I will cast both Reduce to Ash and Spark, which is worth 5 damage. We're going to hit Trag with that. We will then be prepping Celestial Spire and Spark, generating 2 Aether for a charge, and then using Mage's Totem to destroy one of these gems. Nemesis' turn. Resolve the blood magic effect of the Acolyte with the most life. The Acolyte then suffers 6 damage, then unleash twice. Okay. So Holdoran has the most life, so he does 1 damage to each. Then he suffers 6 damage, which brings him to 5. then unleash twice. So Trag activates in that case. Any player suffers 2 damage. So that's going to be Oglemore. It's going to drop from 3 to 1. But because it's less than 5 life, that means Trag takes 2 damage. So he drops from 6 to 4. And then, oh no, I didn't want to do that. Just kidding. Maz is going to take that and drop from 7 to 5. And Trag's still at 6. And then he's on the second activation. He's going to hit Oglemore and then take 2 damage and drop to 4. Okay. So Maza is going to cast Jagged Lightning for 4 damage. And take out Trag. Bring in Lurzon. Player with the lowest life suffers 1 damage. That's not good, though. He's also more. We're then going to cast Celestial Spire for 3, hitting hold around. And then we generate 2, 5, 6, or 7 if I want to give it to Oglemore. We're going to take a Celestial Spire and a charge for 7. Did I do that right? No. It was 6. Okay. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we'll take a Pyrotechnic Surge, which we will actually be placing on top. And a charge. Just don't be an Unleash. Damn. Unleash. Lurzon activates. He's going to exhaust Oglemore. That's going to destroy the first breach. Discard Celestial Spire, discard all of his charges, and leave him with 0 life. And then Gravehold takes 4 damage, brings it down to 4. Then we discard two prep spells, and then any player takes 2 damage, which is Maza drops to 3. Ugh, not going. I just want to win so I can play somebody else. Oh, man, I'm struggling with these guys. Okay, Oglemore's turn. I'm going to prep reduce to Ash. We're going to hold on to both Erratic Ingots. And then we generate 4 Aether here, with which to buy 2 charges. Let me draw 3. Chaos Flail. Unleash twice. Any players place a discard tile, top of their deck shuffles it, reveals the top 2 card, and destroys the most expensive one. To discard, spend 7. Take a power token off of Chaos Flail and draw Infernal Domain. Spend 8 to cancel. That's the one that summons the 3rd Acolyte. Maz's turn. We're going to prep Pyrotechnic Surge and Spark, and this generates 4 Ether and purchases 2 charges. If I don't heal Gravehold, I'm as good as dead. Okay, Reduce the Ashes ability activates. Nothing there. We will cast Reduce the Ash, kill Holdoran. Bring out Mord, which Gravehold suffers 3 damage, or any player pays 1 charge. Gravehold suffers 1, and Mord suffers 1. Now, because there is a Nemesis turn order pile in there, these are both worth 4. So this is worth 8, 9, 10. So that's enough to get rid of Infernal Domain and purchase a charge. Oh, and prep Spark. Maz's turn. He will cast both Pyrotechnic Surge and Spark. Spark does 1, Pyrotechnic Surge does 5. So that's 6 damage. We're going to hit Lurzon with it. Brings him from 11 to 5. And that allows me to destroy a crystal as well. I will then prep 2 Jagged Lightnings and a Spark. And this last crystal gets negated. It's possible I could still win because of how this setup was built in the first place. It actually wouldn't be that ridiculous, but it would take some luck for sure, especially with 4 life on Gravehold. But I do have a little bit of firepower. I've taken out 3, 4 of the Acolytes, so about halfway through the Acolyte deck. Alright, Nemesis is going first. The Chaos Fill activates. Power 2 unleash twice. So Mord is going to go off first. So he's going to take 2 charges from Ogmore. He's going to do 2 damage to Gravehold because it's a double unleash. And he takes 2 damage. Going from 11 to 9. Then any player places their discard pile on top of their deck and shuffles it. Sure, why not? Let's mix it up. Reveal the top 2 cards, destroy the most expensive. Oh, that sucks. So Erratic Ingot gets destroyed. Not a good outcome. Oh, and that was... I still got a draw. Mage Ender, 9 life. Player with the most open breaches suffers 2 damage. Yeah, not looking good, you guys. Alright. Maz's turn. He's going to cast all of his spells. So that's 4, 8 damage. And he's going to hit all of that on the Mage Ender, leaving bring him from 9 to 1 life. 2 sparks, +1, and these, or I'm sorry, 2 jagged lightnings, spark, and the +1. He also will discard. Two crystals. 2 focus. It's 4th breach. Sorry. Focus Olgamore's 4th breach twice. He's then going to prep Social Spire and Spark and pay 2 for a final charge, which will activate his special ability. Allow him to purchase a Scoria Slag and heal Greyfold by 4, going from 2 to 6. So that was a pretty sweet turn. Nice. So Olgamore's going to fire off that Spark, do 1 damage, and kill the Mage Ender. So I was able to get rid of him without taking any damage. Very, very cool. Coal Shard just gets destroyed. Reduce to ash. We will prep. We're going to destroy Mage's Totem as well, which will heal Greyfold by 1 from 6 to 7. And then pay 2 for a charge. And draw 4. Okay, you get to go again. Reduce ash reveals crystal, so that gets destroyed. I will fire off reduce to ash, 4 damage to Lurzon, leaves him with 1. Preps Spark, and Rada Ingot is worth 4. Scoria Slag's worth 3. So it's 7, 8, 9. Cool. So that's enough for me to activate my special ability. I'll pay all 8. 1 gets wasted. And that activates the special ability, and that allows me to heal Maza 5. So Maza goes from 3 to 8. And Nemesis' turn. Unleash, Ascend, Unleash. So Mord is going to do 3 damage to Greyfold. Brings it back down to 4. The Acolyte with the lowest life heals 10 life. So Lurzon goes back to full life. And then the player with the lowest life suffers 1 damage. That is Maza. He goes from 8 to 7. Okay. Maza's turn. He's going to cast both Social Spire and Spark, which is worth 4, 5 damage, and he's going to hit Mord with it. Bring him from 9 to 4. So I'm going to prep Pyrotechnic Surge. And this is worth 4, 5 Aether, and he will purchase a Social Spire, which goes on top of his deck due to the Frozen Magmite. I might pull this out by the skin of my teeth. We'll see. I would really prefer if I could. Yeah, we'll see. I need all of Maz's Aether to go towards his special ability. And then hopefully Olgamore can buy those last 2 Celestial Spires. Okay, we're going to cast Spark. 1 damage to Mord. Actually, to Lurzon. Then we're going to prep, reduce to ash. Crystal gets wasted. And that's it. And I only get to draw 2. Nemesis gets to go. Unleash twice. Grateful suffers 2 damage. Okay. Player with the lowest life suffers 1 damage twice. So that's Maza, dropping from 7 to 5. Then Grateful takes 2 damage, going from 4 to 2. Okay, and we get Oglemore again. We're going to reveal the top card, Glorious Slag. We're not destroying that. We'll cast Reduce to Ash to 4. And that will kill Mortar. And that brings out Bezu. Gravehold and this minion suffer 1 damage for each spell prepped by the player with the most prep spells. Okay. Man, I can't do a whole lot. And then prep, reduce to ash, purchase a charge. And only get to draw 2. That's good. Okay, I do get Maza. I will cast Pyrotechnic Surge for 5 on Bezu, bringing him from 11 to 6. Also allows me to destroy a card, and I will destroy a Spark. I will then prep 2 Jagged Lightnings and a Celestial Spire. Discard the crystal. 1, 2, 3, 4. Draw 4. Nemesis' turn. We draw Viscera Bride. Ooh, I'm already in tier 3. The Acolyte with the lowest life gains 10 life. Resolve that Acolyte's Blood of Magic effect twice. 18 life. So I gotta focus fire this guy. Because that going off even once or twice is really not good. Okay. I do get Maza. I will fire off both Jagged Lightnings and the Celestial Spire. So that's 6, 10 damage. I'm going to hit that all on the Visceral Bride. Goes from 18 to 8. I will also discard one crystal to open Olgamore's 4th breach. Oh, I misplayed that. I did it on any breach, and it's only lowest focus cost breach. It is any player. Okay. Okay. So I'll sacrifice the other crystal, so the reason I did that originally the 4th breach, so the 3rd, is because it needed 1 less focus. So I'm going to give up both crystals, use both jagged crystals. That opens up. And we'll just pretend I was doing that on the 3rd breach. That opens up his 3rd breach. It still kind of screws me over. That's alright. And these 2 go on top. I then prep both sparks. And I generate 3 Aether for a charge. So this is the, if I'm going to have a shot, I need to have these Nemesis activation cards be at the bottom of this turn order deck. I need at least like 3 activations. Get rid of that Viscera Bride. Okay. I'm going to cast 2 sparks for 3 damage. To Viscera Bride, bring her to 5 life, from 8 to 5. We'll prep Celestial Spire, and then that's worth 2, 4, 6. And we will use that to purchase 3 charges, activate the special ability. So we Purchase a Scorious Slag, and we heal Grateful by 4. Going from 2 to 6. 2, 3, 4, 5. Nice. We get Olgamore. We're going to reduce to Ash's ability activates. It will destroy a crystal. We will then cast it for 4, hitting Viscera Bride, dropping her to 1 life. We're then going to prep Celestial Spire and Spark, and then we generate 3, 5 Aether, and purchase a Celestial Spire. Okay. Didn't quite pull it off. Close, though. Okay, the Acolyte with the lowest life, that's Bezu, has 6, gains 10 life. So he goes back up to 11. Resolve that Acolyte's Blood Magic effect twice. Gravehold and its minions suffer 1 damage for each spell prepped by the player with the most prep spells. So that's 2 damage to Gravehold and itself twice. So 4 damage to Gravehold, we go from 6 to 2. And Bezu also takes 4 damage, going from 11 to 7. And we draw. Apocalypse Ritual. Power 2. Gravehold suffers 5 damage for each Nemesis turn order card in the turn order discard pile. Spend 8 Aether. That's a game ender if that activates. Okay, Nemesis goes again. Shit. That's a game over. Viscera Bride activates again. Bezu heals back up to 11 and does another 4 damage to Gravehold and 4 damage to itself. So that's game over. And then it would have been, yeah, it would have been game over anyway. So, did a couple things better there. Did not do healing nearly as well. The economy was actually okay, though. The Jagged Lightnings worked out really well for Maza. So these are really good mid-level cards because we have 3 damage, 4 damage, and 3 damage for a 4/4/5. That's really good. They let him open his breaches up to get even more damage. That's another thing I didn't quite do in the other game, was I wasn't taking advantage of the 3rd, 4th breach plus 1 damage boost, which is actually really helpful when you're going up against basically minions all the time. So I definitely feel like it did a better job on that. There's only 2 more cards in the Acolyte deck. So potentially, without healing, you're looking at 1, 11, 18, 40 more damage was what I needed to do to win that game. That's not that bad. I got 4, 8, 9 damage on deck, or prepped with another 7, 11. That's what, call that 6. Another 17 on deck. So not quite enough in the next round, but like 2 more rounds and I could have taken them out with what I currently had. I really like Frozen Magmite to get spells late game and still make them useful. I would have preferred, I didn't get the hand management done properly, so there was a lot of draws of 4 cards, of 3 cards, 2 cards, a lot of discarded hands. So that really hurt me. So I never got great economy going for either of them. It was good enough because of the erratic ingot and Scorious Slag, just super efficient. The relics were trash. Didn't need either of them at all. Good spell cards. If I had gotten that last Celestial Spire, then that was gonna allow me to draw additional cards. So yeah, I really like that spell combo: Jagged Lightning, Power Technic Surge, Celestial Spire, Reduced Ash. solid combo. I might swap out Reduced Ash. If I was grabbing the Pyrotechnic Surges, I probably would have swapped out Reduced Ash with something that does more than 4 damage. That's at 7 cost, but like there's one of the 6 that I can't think of the name of the top of my head. So that might have been a better card. I love those gems though. Really good gem combo. In the Frozen Magnemite, Scory Slag, Eradicating it. Okay guys, hope you enjoyed, and see you on the next one. Love you. You're the best.